Hi there, working mama. If you're starting to pay attention to a big need for self regulation practices, AKA nervous system support, as a working mom with young kids, you're not alone. My guess is you're also discovering that knowing what the most effective practices actually are and finding the time in your busy schedule to fit them in can be quite of a challenge to piece together. So, mama, it takes one to know one. We all know how vital it is to find time for self care. For most of us, it inevitably ends up being pushed down to the bottom of the priority list way more often than we'd like. So, short, practical, effective, and easy to implement self regulation strategies are a must. Today, in Coffee Chats with Kara, I want to introduce one of my favorite self regulation practices, non sleep deep rest, or NSDR for short. And I'll also share 3 strategic windows of opportunity in your schedule to fit this powerful practice into the mix. Hi there, I'm Kara Mayola, licensed professional counselor, wellness educator, working mom with a young kiddo. And I'm also the founder and creator of Luminary Life Kits, which are online programs that teach mental health frameworks and toolkits to help working moms with young kids navigate all the transitions so we can feel more like the best versions of ourselves and also savor this full on yet fleeting season of life. Okay, coffee chats. First things first. What do I mean by self regulation? Self regulation is the art and science of being able to pay attention to and support your autonomic nervous system. Your nervous system is a powerful influencer of your emotional states, your perceptions of yourself, of others, and of the situation at hand. And also, it influences your thoughts, your habits, and the way that you show up in relationships. Effective self regulation involves recognizing your emotional and physical states and then using this information alongside proven practices to signal safety to your nervous system so you can show up to your life, your work, and your loved ones with resilience, emotional well being, and as a grounded and lit up, energized, but calm version of yourself. One of my favorite self regulation practices is called non sleep deep rest. So, NSDR is a guided relaxation practice that trains your nervous system to move toward or to sustain a regulated, calm, and replenished state. It helps you access profound relaxation and restoration for the mind body connection. So, you can use this practice to deactivate your stress response, replenish your energy reserves, refresh your mind, and allow for repairs to your nervous system. NSDR is such a valuable tool for reducing stress, boosting energy, and boosting productivity and promoting overall well being, which makes it an essential practice, in my humble opinion, for our modern day pace and expectations in life. Well, there's a variety of NSDR protocols out there, but basically they all guide the listener to self-direct a state of calm through strategic focus on different parts of the body or on different visualization cues. In an effective NSDR protocol, you're helping your brain shift out of a reactive, stressed, pressured, low energy, down, or disconnected place by giving your mind specific guidance for where to place your attention in a way that soothes the nervous system and helps your mind to eventually soften and relax, providing regulation and replenishment. So I like to think of NSDR as the ultimate reset button. And one thing that I love about it is that people who've struggled to connect with meditation or other relaxation practices, or if those activities sometimes work, but don't work as well for you once your day has gotten going, or once you're already in that stressed or pressured place, then NSDR is going to be your golden ticket. I have a hunch about this. Um, I have a free 10-minute Get Calm NSDR self regulation tool, and I would love for you to try out. The Calm Kit's NSDR practices are expertly designed with clinically proven best practices in mind. So you're getting safe and effective guidance in my protocols. And Believe me, I poured countless hours of time getting this guided audio practice to be the most effective and powerful tool for you all and for myself because I listen to it multiple times a week. It's a beloved and key staple in my self regulation toolkit. And I'll make sure to link the download for you underneath this video. I hope you give it a try. It's free, and it also comes with an overview and implementation workbook to help you understand how to best use the practice and get the most out of it. So let's discuss the 3 key times in your schedule for self-regulation with NSDR. This type of self-regulation practice does require you to take like a time out for yourself. You're going to want to find 10 uninterrupted minutes to turn off the outside world so you can tune into yourself and offer your nervous system the gift of a restful reboot. When we're feeling kind of like that, that computer window, maybe it's like an Apple window that's like constantly turning when we're just not working like our best selves, we're feeling off or clunky. Think about it as like the ultimate, like just like power down, shut it down. And then when it reboots back up, a lot of the challenges have been resolved. So the first key time for NSDR practice is during a transitional break in the middle of your workday. So I want you to start thinking like in between meetings, before a big chunk of productivity, during a lunch or a coffee break, or in any other predictable time, you can give yourself 10 minutes for self-regulation. So I typically do an NSDR practice first thing on my lunch break. So between my morning meetings and then before my afternoon meetings. So I try to do this right away. Literally, when I shut down my computer from morning meetings, I don't do anything else. So I don't eat or walk my dog or respond to emails or decide how many tasks I want to fit in on my to-do list. I'm going to go right from my workspace directly to usually actually on the floor on a yoga mat or just lay back in a big chair or a couch in my office. And I find that my time afterward is so much better used when my mind is a more open, relaxed state than and NSDR gave me that open, relaxed state that I'm much more able to either enjoy my time off to myself or much better able to make good decisions with how to use the rest of my time moving forward. So for me, a good rule of thumb is a good way to know when you'd really benefit from an NSDR break is whenever you find yourself going to scroll for social media for a little scroll sesh, or you're starting to like key into like a piece of entertainment, like a podcast um, or like an audiobook or something like that. I'm not knocking scrolling or podcasts or audiobooks at all for downtime. They can be wonderful uses of time, but I think you're going to get a much more profound boost of energy and all of the benefits that come with self-regulation for your emotional, mental, and relational health if you self-regulate with NSDR first. Okay, second key time for NSDR practice is during the transition time between work and family life. It's so relatable to feel worn out or kind of overly keyed up by the time we make it from our work day into our personal lives. Friends, the pace and rigor of this season of life is real, and we want our best selves in the driver's seat for our precious little time with ourselves in the quiet moments and with our families or loved ones in the connected moments. And since your nervous system is also in charge of your social engagement system, it helps to arrive into these relational moments in a regulated state. So before you leave your office at the end of the day, or in the car parked for 10 minutes before you pick up your kids, or first thing when you get home before you start in on the after school activities and dinner prep, these are all good options for this practice. So it can be a really important time for self-regulation, this like work to home life transition. And in my life, it's actually the hardest transition time to implement self-regulation. So I find that I have to leave my office to do it at the end of the day. Though for some of you, your office still might be a great place to do a little NSDR before you leave. And for me, it's hard to opt out of family life and do it at home once I've kind of like jumped into the river of activities and after school check-ins and dinner prep. Like my like follow through is almost zero if I were to plan on doing this after I get home. Just my attention is pulled in way too many directions. So that's why you'll see me at my favorite transition time after work to personal life, maybe on Instagram Reels, practicing self-regulation in the car during um, that like 10 minutes of time before I pick up my son from aftercare. It's the perfect private place for me to tune into myself for 10 minutes without any other distractions or anything else competing for my attention. So I'll be curious to hear when in that transition time between work and home works best for you all. The third key time for NSDR practice is right before bedtime as part of that wind down routine. So while NSDR is actually not designed to help you fall asleep, it's better to actually stay awake to get the benefits from the practice. It can really help you to access a deep relaxation state. So if you're someone who has a pretty active and busy mind while trying to go to bed, with regular practice, this self-regulation activity can help you to calm your mind, making it easier to leave the unfinished details or unresolved issues of your life as they are so you can sleep and then you can try it all again. You'll pick it up again the next day. Okay, ladies, that's it for today. I hope you'll leave this coffee chat and take two important steps. Step one, download the free Get Calm tool, which is a non-sleep deep rest practice, or find another NSDR protocol to try out. And then two, identify a practical and optimal part of your day where you could incorporate the self-regulation practice into your routine. Also, if you're curious about learning more about your nervous system and its role in your mental health, your mood, your well-being, your emotional and relational health, please check out the Calm Kit online course. It'll give you a foundational understanding of your mind-body connection, and I'll teach that to you through my Get Calm framework. And the course will also help you map out your nervous system states and also give you some really concrete, easy to implement and effective tools for self-regulation. And it comes with a comprehensive toolkit with guided audio activities. So success will be 100% here with the Calm Kit. Thank you for the gift of your time and your attention today. And I'm looking forward to connecting with you again soon.